Hey, everybody, and welcome to the One Lane Road podcast. I'm sitting in the podcast corner by myself tonight because my partner is on vacation, but he is on the telephone. How you doing, Dustin?
Hey, man, I can't believe you've got me calling in from Florida to do this podcast. That just shows how much I love doing this.
It's just so much fun. I was sitting around bored all week thinking about what am I going to do. I didn't know whether you was coming back for this weekend, whether we get to do it or not. Lo and behold, here we are. How's vacation going? What all have you seen while you've been down there?
Well, I thought you were putting me off. First and foremost, I thought that you were putting me off. I got a bone to pick with U.S. Cellular. I've just switched my
I don't think it's just U.S. Cellular
service. Well, it may not be because I texted you and you said you didn't get them. I thought you were ignoring me. Like I thought we were going down a bad relationship pattern here.
It's because like Shooter Jennings, I told you I loved you and you didn't say nothing back to me.
Well, I'm not good at commitment. All right, that's just not my thing.
Right.
This is the most committed thing I've been to, and all.
Your family vacation or the podcast?
Yeah, my wife said, "Are you really gonna do a podcast?" And Waylon's like, "Why are you doing a podcast?" Like, why don't you just sit here and watch Disney and mind your business? Let Dad get an hour apiece out here myself. So I've done everything you guys have wanted. But no, U.S. Cellular, I've not been able to have good service the whole time I've been down here. So. And Lindsay has the exact same phone as me. She's getting great service. I don't know what in the hell's going on.
She's probably somehow sabotaging your telephone.
I think so, just because I am like a 15-year-old schoolgirl on my phone sometimes.
Just checking Twitter every 5 minutes?
Yeah. So I like to keep up with what we're going to talk about week to week. I think she's sabotaging. Hers has been on 3G, mine's been LTE, and I have no idea what LTE is, but it's
supposed to be better than 3G, but mine's been out all week.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, I was getting a little pissed off. I was about to tell you, your thumb better be broke. You don't want to text somebody back.
I got a call 2 days later. I called the guy back, got in there at work. I called him back and said, "Hey, man, I just missed your call." He said, "You missed it 2 days ago, man. I called you on Monday." I said, "Okay." I said, "I don't know why. I just now got it, but something's going on with his phone."
Well.
Yeah, so what are you doing on vacation? Tell everybody where you're at.
I'm sitting on the back porch right now. We've been to the beach. I'm sitting here with about 6 of my best friends. It's going to be my best friends the next little bit.
All right.
And we're in St. Petersburg, Florida. We've got a house down here for a week or basically as long as we want it. We've got a great landlord, so to speak, that lets us use our house every year. So we come down here. It's real nice, peaceful. We're not on the beach. It's a few minutes from the beach. So this is my this back porch. This is my best friend. My best friend all last year, screened in the back porch, away from everybody. I just sit back here and I
chill out.
I drink my coffee in the mornings. I'm not even a coffee drinker, but I'm a coffee drinker when I'm here, and read like 1998 Sports Illustrated. They've got stats back in this house.
I thought she was going to say 19, the magazine. I can't get over all this Lifetime stuff in this 19 magazine now.
No, I don't know what that is. I don't know what the magazine is.
Oh, maybe it's 17. There's a magazine out there as a teenager. Anyway, go ahead.
I read the Oprah magazine. It's in your damn business. But just reading these Sports Illustrated, I think that Sammy Sosa and Mark McGwire have a good chance of breaking up some kind of home run record this year.
Oh yeah, so y'all are super up to date in that house. Then.
They got some old ones. I kicked back the other day and watched that home run derby. So that gives all the people that give me crap about being a baseball hater. I sit back here on Monday night and watch the home run derby.
There you go. The one that had Sammy Sosa and Mark McGwire in it. So you and I are both only 15 years behind. Yeah.
Yeah, I watched the current one, man. That kid, those guys were killing it. Standing, I forget who come out there. There's one kid had 15 home runs, and I'm like, man, that's gonna be tough to beat. And the guy goes out after him. And hit 16 home runs in one round, like 4-minute periods what they had. And this other dude, Stanton, comes in and hits 24 home runs there. So, I don't know.
Yeah, just
I thought baseball without steroids.
Yeah.
I thought baseball without steroids was boring, but man, those guys had me excited the other day.
Well, if they just stood there and let somebody throw them, just lob them pitches during a regular game, I would watch those too. If they're just going to sit there and just knock bombs the whole time, but everybody grounding out to shortstop and getting threw out by first base, I can't watch that the whole game.
No, I'm a proponent of steroids in baseball.
Hey, I want to see him. I want to
it.
see him clearing the big green monster, man. I just want to see him knocking balls into the atmosphere. I don't.
Exactly.
This whole man. Look
how taking their own risk, man.
Yeah, look how good this shortstop is. He can jump to the moon and catch this. Whew, boy, that's exciting. Let's throw him out. Let's infield fly rule this guy.
I like some of the personalities in baseball right now of a Bryce Harper and a couple of younger guys like that. When just being buddies with the Mackeys and having to kind of keep up with that stuff, it makes it interesting. I think we're actually going to a game we did last year while we were here in Tampa. We went to a Devil Rays game last year, and the attendance is so bad they moved us up to a front row. I bought like $12 outfield seats, and they moved us to the front row behind the Astros bullpen. So I'm hoping for the same luck.
Yeah. Well,
if we go,
I'm sure there'll be less people there this year. I know baseball's on this uptick right now.
They're playing the Orioles. I looked, and the tickets were higher, and the Orioles is actually leading that division above the Rays and the Red Sox and the Yankees and all those people. So, and Saturday night, if we stay an extra day, I can see Brett Michaels doing after the game concert.
Oh yeah, go get on his bus with him after the game. Is that what you're talking about?
Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're insinuating?
Is that what you're insinuating? Is what I'm getting at?
No, I don't even know where they keep the buses at in Tampa. Okay. Thank you very much. You know,
all right.
I don't have my Nashville stalkers. All those creepers from Nashville that does that kind of stuff. I don't have their knowledge of the Tampa scene.
Where everything's going to be parked at.
I guess I'll just have to. Yeah, I guess I'll just have to just live off my shooter high for a couple more.
Right.
That's funny. You say shooter and high in the same sentence. You wouldn't think you'd be talking about that, would you?
Right. So, what have you done since you've been down there?
I've got even sexier with a tan.
There you go. Everything looks better with a tan.
Back and Clint Fraley got one of the best sayings ever a few years ago. He said, "If I'm gonna be fat, I'm gonna be fat and tan. Because tan fat looks better." And I absolutely agree. But being fat, I've got this bad tan line going on because I sat down at the chair the other night or the other day at the beach.
You got
kind of like I was humped over. And
yep.
I've got like a shaded spot between my beer gut and my man boobs, and it's a ridiculous tan line, and it's awful.
That's why you got to lay down when you're out there at the beach. You got to lay down on that sand.
Well, I ain't trying to look. I've seen some weird stuff out there on this beach too. You don't imagine because we got here on hell, I don't even know what day it is. That's when you know you're having a good vacation. When I don't even know what day it is right now. I don't even care to know what day it is.
Well, I was saying I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to drag you back to reality right now. I'm not going to tell you what day it is.
No, I've still got at least 2 or 3 more days down here, so I don't even care what day it is. So, as long as I'm loaded up by the time it's time for me to go back to work on Monday. But no, we got down here Friday night. We went to the beach on Saturday and Sunday, and it got pretty crisp. My brother-in-law, let me tell you something. My brother-in-law sit underneath the shelter. We have one of those big pop-up tents. He didn't have a bit of his body out of the tent. He is burnt so bad. It looks like a lobster from his feet through his knees, and somehow he's got 2 little round white circles on his knees. How in the hell that happens? I don't even know.
So he's lily white. He was lily white before he got
on his knees. Yeah. He's got like melanoma after 20 minutes being out in the sun. It's ridiculous. I feel bad for him, man. He looked like he'd been rode hard and put up wet and followed around by Jeff Bertle for a month. The way he was walking at the mall. Oh man! Ooh.
What?
It took 13 weeks to get a Jeff Bertle reference in this podcast.
There you go.
We're failing.
Yeah, we're failing as springers right here. We get a Chucky Hawkins reference in here in the next little bit.
Oh, geez.
Oh,
it'll be a lie because Chucky's breathing. He's lying. If 65% of our listeners get the Jeff Bertle reference, we'll be doing good.
Yeah, that's right.
But he's hurting. He's got his. I don't know how the circles on his knees happened, but so we took a day off to go shopping, which I took a punch in the face from Mike Tyson to go shopping with 2 women, 2 teenage girls, and a 9-year-old and a 4-month-old.
Ugh.
Yeah. I'd rather rub one out with razor blades.
Oh, God. Yeah, I'd say so, especially down there, and everybody just half lit and tight every way anyway.
It's just annoying. It's a bad deal. But we did the shopping thing, but yesterday morning we got out, and this has probably been the coolest part so far. We went to Miami yesterday morning.
Yeah? Did you see anybody famous while you was down there?
No, it's kind of disappointing, but
Sure didn't see Dwayne Wade down there, did you?
I'd love to see Dwayne Wade. I didn't see Dwayne Wade. We want to talk about that now or later?
It doesn't matter. We can go ahead and get into it if you want to.
We can get back to the Miami story, but yeah,
you're right. Go ahead and finish your Miami story. We'll get back to Dwayne Wade later. So, you was down in Miami. What all did you see?
I seen a man that I don't know what it was to this day. I don't know. I've deliberated on it for 2 days. Kicked back in my little chair there, and this thing, and I know we're supposed to be more open-minded, and I don't know if it was a Bruce or a Caitlin. I don't know what it was. It had, like, I looked to start with, and I thought it was a woman, right?
Yeah.
Had kind of the leathery old skin, like the Hulk Hogan skin going on. And,
yeah, hot dog skin.
And it had like long hair, and I'm like, oh man, this old lady has just cooked herself at South Beach. You get a little closer, and it's got tits, and it's got the little bathing suit top pulled up, little Andre the Giant singlet going on. And then I went, oh God, it's got junk.
Yeah, that's a guy. Hey everybody.
He looked like Mr. Burns from The Simpsons, though, most of the skull. That's what he looked like.
There you go.
Then he turned around and had a thong on.
Yeah. If you're going to be in South Beach, you got to wear it.
I seen 2 dudes in Speedos.
Uh-huh.
And they were as hairy as Elliot Brown, man. They were just chest naked and speedoed up. And I covered Waylon's eyes, puked the side of the. That's terrible, man.
That's pretty bad.
Because people say, like I talk.
You should have made Waylon. You should have made Waylon stare at it and say, "Look at this. Don't ever do this, son.
Don't ever do this.
Don't ever do this."
God, people do not care though, man. Like for real, they don't care what they look like, and everybody was pumping up. They're like, "Oh man, they're gonna be girls," and I was like, "Well, great. I'm gonna get the heck knocked out of me walking down the beach here."
Uh-huh.
But there's like, "Oh, they're gonna see songs and just all kinds of just crazy stuff."
And you did.
Well. I did. I saw songs and crazy stuff, and it was just, whoa, it was terrible, man.
So it goes without saying, the Miami of today is not the same as was on Miami Vice back in the 80s then, huh?
No, and I think so. I think I would have seen more than that.
Yeah.
But we weren't on South Beach very long. We were just there for, we got there yesterday, stayed last night, and came back. I just got back. Probably 30, 40 minutes before you called. I just got back from Miami. So, but yeah, it's the hotel we stayed at was just right off South Beach. And I thought, man, we're getting a great deal on this hotel. I guess the hotel is sweet. You know what I mean? It looked great. And you just can't overestimate the importance of good camera work because me and Lindsay could walk sideways. And, I mean, we couldn't even our beds were like Mackie-sized beds, right? And then, like, we had to turn sideways so we wouldn't touch each other between the bathroom and the bed.
Right.
It was such a shithole. And I mean, I guess it was, you get what you pay for, but I thought, man, for that guy on South Beach, that's a pretty good deal. But I should have knew, like, when I stepped into the hotel, it had, like, a shelf to the right in the lobby of, like, Guess Who, Connect Four, and all these board games that we played when we were 6. They had them available for rent, I guess.
That's right on par with
a pinball machine.
That's right on par with the stuff you got at this house in St. Pete too, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's like I should be watching a Jean-Claude Van Damme marathon tonight with all the 80s stuff going on right now in South Beach. But
yeah, you need to put your white suit on and get out there and ride around in your speedboat. There's your Miami Vice reference if anybody gets it.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. People too young to understand what I just said.
Oh yeah, they half our listeners probably don't even know the Miami Vice
that I'm talking about. Yeah, Jamie Foxx and
that one guy that was famous for like 20 minutes. Colin Farrell. There you go. Jamie Foxx, Colin Farrell. Yeah. He was not famous long, was he?
No. He was he burned bright and short is what he did.
Mm.
He didn't have that
But
staying
now, man,
power
I
like
mean-
Jamie Foxx did.
No. But overall, man, it was. We walked last night down Ocean Boulevard, which is kind of the backside of the beach there. Man, you talking about looking like we were seeing like Ferraris, Lamborghinis, and all kinds of just nice sports cars just up and down Ocean Boulevard all night long.
Man.
So probably, you know,
That's
more likely those were.
That's that nose candy money you're going on down there.
Oh yeah. They what was it? Somebody they said you don't accidentally fall into none of that Columbia wake up powder. Is that what?
yeah.
Was that you to represent that?
Well, yeah, but that was somebody's. That was somebody else's that we had heard whenever. I don't remember who we heard it from though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I say I didn't run into any. Hey, but our waiter yesterday at the restaurant we ate at, if he wasn't on drugs.
Let me get that food out right now for you. What do you want? Go ahead, tell me. Right now. Let me go get that food.
Well, he wasn't even just like jarred like that, like just straight up booger sugar. Like he was, it's like he'd been on like a 6-day booger sugar binge. He was coming down looking looking rough.
Just tell me right now what it is you want. I can't take this anymore.
He was like, you said Dr. Pepper, and just like would stare you down, like looking a hole through the back of my eyes. It's kind of crazy. He looked like Booker T. Like he looked exactly like Booker T. So he's about 5'6".
Yeah, just trying to get in your soul. See why you wanted that Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, it's creepy. And I felt obliged to give him a big tip just because I was so creeped out by him. And I didn't want him to murder me.
You get scared of people. You get scared of people, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I'm an intimidated little guy. Not little fella. There's nothing little about me, but yeah, man. And imagine if he had a neck tat. I'd just play off shit right there.
If he had one tattoo on his forehead, you just gave him your wallet right there. Let me get a Dr. Pepper, and you take his wallet back over there.
Just take it, please.
Yeah.
Oh man, it was oh goodness, he was but man, South Beach is as advertised. It's just as beautiful as you can imagine. It was so nice.
Oh, was the water nice? How was it?
Yeah, it was beautiful. It was great. Have you ever been there?
I had a layover in Miami one time. That's the only thing I did. We flew out to St. Lucia, but I didn't get I sat in their airport and ate some of their food and walked around and looked outside, but then got another airplane and flew out.
Yeah, I mean, I think you enjoy it, you know, maybe, but you know, I tell you what, without kids, I mean, but I'm just, you know, we're not to the point where we're not going to leave, you know, we're obviously going to take our kids. So it was just like, and my sister and brother on this trip with us, and my sister even told us, I know you guys like to go out every now and then. You know, we really don't. If you want us to take Waylon and Bayless back, well, you guys can go out. And I'm not going to ask her to do that. You know what I mean? I'm not going to ask her to come watch our kids on vacation so we can go out. And
I'd have been saying, no, don't worry about that. As I was handing them over.
You ain't got to do that here.
He's got 5 more minutes. He's gonna have to eat.
I know. I couldn't do it, and she wouldn't have cared a bit. That's how awesome my sister is. You know, she wouldn't have cared a bit, but we're just.
So here, take this kid and that sunburnt husband of yours back to the hotel. Get out of here.
And my nieces are at that stage, man. My nieces are so. They're 16 and 19. You know, full of piss and vinegar. You know what I mean?
Know it.
So they were like so over, like
oh my God,
around last night.
Miami, Miami is awful. Yeah. Oh my God.
I give them such a hard time. They must think I don't like them. I love death. But like one of them is like stereotypical sorority girl. You know, she's the 19-year. She's like, oh my God, like. You know, just everything is like this. like my sister will be saying, she's like, oh my God, Mom, you're like so extra right now. And I'm looking at her like,
could you imagine telling your mama she was extra? Mom, you're so extra right now. Slap right upside the head. No.
And then my other niece, she's 16, and I don't know, I asked her me out of the day. She watches BET because I really don't understand her reference at all. You know, she'll come at you and she's like, come on, little fella. Come on, little fella. I said, I think you're trying to say little fella. Is that what you're missing? You're little fella.
Missing
and then
some
she'll say, then another one we're saying is, joke's on you, because we're out or something. I'm like, she's got them for days, man. She's got these sayings. I know it. You're like, man, I'm glad. You know, it sucks getting old, but then again, like, can we really live in a generation right now of being young?
I'm glad I'm not doing it.
And I know how it was. I know I've done stupid stuff when I was.
Oh, I know.
I mean, I try to be.
Do what? Go ahead.
I try to be the cool uncle and just let them have. You know, I don't want to be mean to them, you know, or whatever. You got to realize I'm 32, and you're out of touch with reality a little bit.
Oh yeah, dad with 2 kids, trying to interact with somebody that's actually like living in.
Well,
living in the current pop culture.
Yeah, but you look at it though. I mean, like, how cool is that? I mean, hey, what made it cool just because a 16 and a 19-year-old said it? Does that automatically make it cool?
Well, they're better looking. They've got age on their side.
Well, that they do. And
that must have been a deep comment because it threw you off.
No, I'm right here.
You sound like you're trying to light that cigar still. Hold.
There's one thing I realized about Miami, Lucas.
Yeah?
You can't come to Miami without lighting a Miami cigar.
Yeah? Yeah, is it any good?
I can't get the damn thing lit. Just hold on just a minute.
So what you mean is you can't go to Miami and light a cigar is what you're trying to say.
I'm having issues with it, but I bought it today.
Yeah.
At the we went to Little Havana. That's where we went.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was actually pretty neat. And I tell you how good my wife is. She's come over here to my headquarters out here on the screen porch. She goes, "Let me write that for you." Good Lord. She was watching me from the kitchen like a creeper.
She'll be lighting it and smoking it for you in just a minute.
She's a rebel like that.
Yeah, I was going to say, let me talk to her in just a minute. Yeah.
She used to pack around a pack of Winstons.
Yes.
They get ripped off.
Seems more like a cool type of girl to me.
Yeah, Misty Slims.
Yeah, Virginia Slims, yeah.
Virginia Slims.
Yeah.
I remember when we were like 12. Some of them boys in my class, we were camping out and they snuck down to their grandma's and
stole a Virginia Slim.
stole a whole pack.
Oh yeah, brought back some 6-inch long cigarettes. It was about the size of a toothpick.
Funny thing about that, we actually were a little bit older than that.
I hope you get this thing lit because the anticipation's awful.
Yeah, that's great. I feel like my grandpa Barry. Everywhere I went with him, he used to smoke cigars.
Yeah.
So
it's a shame he never taught you how to do it.
I don't know. I just feel like the 16 and 19-year-olds can have their what's cool at the moment. They're not sitting here on the back porch in St. Petersburg smoking a cigar from Miami kind of cool, though. You know what I mean?
That's right. It's going to be a long time before they get to that.
Yeah, and it's still going to be a thing, but their little catchphrases like "big fella" ain't going to be cool no more.
I don't even know what that means. I get called big guy a little bit, but I don't think it means the same thing as big fella or little fella or whatever you said.
I don't know what that she said. Whoever today, I don't know what that she's talking about.
All right.
Hey, that story. I got to tell this. Brad Craddock and Johnson Odell, who was Nathan's older brother, Jonathan. So they were in high school, so we were a little bit younger. And we thought we'd be cool if we snuck off camping with them. And we said, "Hey, y'all going to get a case?" They're like, "We're getting a case of beer." I was like, "Yeah, get us a case of beer." And they come back. You know what they had for us?
O'Doul's.
a case of strawberry daiquiris.
Oh, gosh.
Because they said, you boys ain't old enough to drink beer yet.
So they brought you strawberry daiquiris. That's funny.
We tried. We tried.
Oh, yeah. Headache and puking. Oh, straight up.
Hey, if you want to be cool, strawberry daiquiris and Virginia Slims. That'll make a man out of you at 14 years old, son.
Yeah, it'll make you lean over a log puking if you're out in the woods, I'll tell you that.
We were idiots.
Oh, yeah.
We were idiots. We thought we were cool. That didn't last long that night.
Oh, no.
But one thing about Miami, I don't know. I think every bit of the music, you think the country music scene sounds the same. I think I've heard like Shakira and Pitbull on nonstop for the last 3 days.
Oh. Just people down there gyrating and shaking all over the dancing, just some type of Latin music all the time. That's just that town's soundtrack. I either lost you, you're trying to light that cigar again.
Don't worry about it. There is so much gyration. Like every club we looked in last night. Maybe that's the reason I didn't take her up on the offer of babysitting, because I didn't like my Ricky Martin moves are a little out of touch.
You're a little out of touch with that Ricky Martin reference there too.
Well, it kind of goes with the show so far. Everything in Miami is outdated, I believe.
Oh yeah, well, that's true. It ain't been relevant since the 80s and early 90s. Well, I guess
Ricky Martin.
No, I meant the
Miami. It's like 99.
Miami is what I was meaning.
Living La Vida Loca.
Miami ain't been in the news much besides their basketball team since the early 90s whenever they shut down that cocaine trade down there.
Hey, we got to see the Miami Heat arena. We stopped by that well and take a picture in front of it earlier today.
Oh, yeah? Wasn't any athletes there?
No, some little Puerto Rican man let us in and look at the gift shop.
Oh, that's cool.
And I said, I tried to get him to let us go down to the court and take a tour. But
wouldn't do it.
No buenos.
No bueno. Well, you want to get into some sports talk?
I do know one thing. If I ever divorce my wife, it's going to be for a Cuban woman.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm going to let you explain why, but that was amazing. That was one of the best parts about being in the Miami airport.
Oh, my God. I don't even know how to describe it. This one girl I thought was flirting with me this morning. This morning I was carrying Bayless around the T-shirt shop. We got to have stuff that says we're in Miami.
Right.
And she talked to me for 45 seconds. I don't know what came out of her mouth. I told the other girl, said, I don't know what she said, but it's about to make me get divorced.
I'm leaving right now. I'm going to drop these 2 kids and that wife right there off my sister, and I'm gone.
I'm up here at the Catalina Inn with the Guess Who game whenever you want to get ready. Play some Connect 4. I'm your man.
I got Twister up there. We'll play some Connect 4 and throw that Twister man on the ground.
Just bring you a stack of Uno cards and we'll go. I told Linda, about lost me back there. He said, well, I don't even know what nationality she is. But you sit in better advice she was giving me. She said, Scott, you're so full of it. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. I said,
well, that happened.
I remember the first time I was in denial about something. Oh, man. But it's been a good trip, man. Like I said, we're going to hit a baseball game up, and I think we're going to Busch Gardens tomorrow. So I'm not really the roller coaster type. I like to be in command of things.
Oh, I love roller coasters.
You do?
Oh God, I love roller coasters. I'm about too big and fat for most of them, but my head gets in everybody's way, and my head's about too big. It kind of flops around when we go around corners too fast. But other than that, man, I love a roller coaster.
I'd say to people, the pictures like when they're on thrill rides, you're going down like a thing, you take pictures, you got your hands in the air.
Yeah.
I bet the people behind you that pay to get the pictures pissed because they can't see
they can't see my head. Well, and it's me holding onto my head.
They can't see there.
It's me holding onto my head trying to keep it from flopping side to side, but just smiling like an idiot going around through there, yelling and screaming, flying like an idiot. Arms too long to stick up in the air, so I just hold onto my ears so they don't go anywhere.
Man, that's good stuff. I like to see one of those shots. I just get so sick. Lindsay says I'm not an adventurous person, and she says I'm not like a roller. She makes fun of that little stuff. She's like, yo, you don't jump off the bluffs to the lake. What's illegal, first off? Now, I like to abide by the law.
Tell us another one.
I just told you I drank strawberry daiquiris when I was 14. I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, but I don't have nothing to prove to her. Like, what? She don't know what I'd done when I used to jump off. But I remember, jumping off. I remember jumping off the bluffs with Brad and Clint when you had to jump over the tallest bluffs. Like, you had to jump, over a limb to get to the lake, right?
Yeah, like you're Superman, right?
I was. I did that one day for 30 seconds when I didn't fall on both my head. Now with kids, I'm scared to death. I'm like, man, I better never hear anybody climbing up there doing that crap, But she's always making fun of me, saying I don't do this, so I'm about to wear this roller coaster out tomorrow.
Yeah. I don't jump off of bluffs because I can't swim, but that's a different story.
I about got drowned in an 8-foot pool yesterday. I mean, I did a cannonball from the me and Whalen was having the biggest splash contest. 250 against 100. He thought he wanted some, but
yeah,
when I hit the bottom, I hit his.
Hit the bottom of the 8 foot.
I feel like it took me 10 minutes to get back to the top.
It about knocked you out, red belly and all.
I tell you.
Yeah.
We can't talk about some sports. Let's talk about Nostradamus' record here. Lucas you just kept on. Kept on your tradition, huh?
40%. I was a whopping 40% for my predictions on the UFC 200 card.
Hell yeah!
Cain Velasquez won, Jose Aldo won, and that's where I lost. That was the last two things that I got right.
I tell you where we all won is when Brock Lesnar.
Tuned Hunt up. Tuned him up. Let me tell you how.
Told you.
Let me tell you, I was as surprised by the fact that Mark Hunt didn't. Not only did Mark Hunt not knock him out, he never caught him with a good punch.
Not one.
Brock come in 5 years since he's been in the ring, and man, he kind of handled him. Hunt's a bad guy, one of the top 10 heavyweights out there. Brock's not ranked. 5 years since he's been in the ring, and he comes in, keeps him on the ground. Just handles him. Handles a top 10 guy, man. I did not see that coming.
Well, that's where WWE fans can tell the UFC fans to suck it.
Yeah.
you just got a fake wrestler to come in here and of course,
who says everybody says
joke.
WWE ain't a real sport, and right there, WWE guy just come in and handled a top 10 UFC guy. Let's go back to jumping off them top ropes, guys. Let's forget this jiu-jitsu and let's forget this karate and all this other stuff. Let's go WWE for a little while. Hey, I'm gonna have to take my whole outlook on CM Punk back. He might come in and wind up being a middleweight champion. I don't know what's gonna happen there.
Well, we'll see soon. When is that one? September?
Yeah, I think so. He's probably going to come in and handle Conor McGregor, man. He might just come in and do this whole thing. Let me tell you another one. How bad I was off. I picked Jon Jones to win, and not only did he not win, he didn't even get to fight. That's how good I am. I chose him completely off the card.
Well, all fairness to you, that was when we recorded. It was actually last Wednesday night when we recorded an early episode where I was leaving.
Yep, and then 3 hours
next
later.
Morning, 5:30.
Yeah. 9 o'clock comes out. I'm already in bed thinking about how good that podcast was, as my prediction is going out the window at that point in time.
But how surprised were you that it was Anderson Silva chosen to take his place?
That was amazing. That was good of Anderson Silva. Had like less than 30 hours or something to get ready for this fight. But that was two different weight classes. That was great of Anderson Silva to come in there and do that. He's a middleweight. Daniel Cormier's a lightweight. That Cormier won. Cormier handled him like they knew he was going to, or like you would expect that he was going to because of his wrestling background, and he did. He took him down. Fought a safe fight. And won. Unfortunately for Daniel, the crowd hated it. The crowd absolutely hated it. I don't know, man. He wants.
Well, Anderson Silva is one of the most respected and loved UFC fighters, in history.
Yeah, but that's kind of recent. That's not. He's one of the best in history, that's for sure. But I mean, he wasn't. It's not like he's been, on anybody's radar. Daniel Cormier's had more fans look at him and more press look at him than probably Silva ever did, just because of the growth of the sport. So I mean, there's at least as many people in what he's reached Daniel Cormier's reached than Silva did. But I mean, unfortunately, Daniel Cormier is just not as likable as Anderson Silva is.
Well, and it goes back to another thing we've talked about several times, and that's nostalgia.
Yeah, that's right.
I think a lot of people said, "Oh man, Spider, man, we haven't seen him in a fight in a while," and they wanted him to come in and pull off the upset. Like I said, little time to prepare, and if you've seen something over and over and it's kind of the expected winner, you can throw out this old guy out of nowhere, pretty much. It's kind of a feel-good story. He can step in and come in, but I'm sure there had plenty. Because Dana White loves the champ though, so he.
Oh yeah.
I think he's a big fan.
Yeah, he's. I wouldn't mind seeing Silva come back in there and fight in some of those middleweight fights again. He didn't look bad. He was obviously outsized. I don't know that he was outclassed, but he was definitely outsized. It's hard to handle that extra 20 pounds there. I know he's fought at that weight before. I'm pretty sure. But him at 40-year-old, that was a little much for him, I think. And Cormier's just such a monster on the ground. But then my poor girl, Miesha Tate, gosh almighty, she got wrecked.
That's a hot potato. That ladies' title's a hot potato right now. Huh?
Yeah. Oh man, that's it's every fight going someplace else. Nobody's successfully defended it besides Ronda Rousey yet. But and it.
Let's let Ronda come on home and take what's rightfully hers.
And there's a good shot at it. It's when she.
None of these girls are as marketable as her at all.
There's not. She's such a polarizing figure, and that's what all these other girls are missing. All these other girls, you seen Miesha go over and hug her opponent there at the end, and Ronda wouldn't have done that.
Who wants? I don't want to see that.
No, I mean nobody does. Nobody. That's not what sells.
Sometimes
that's not what sells fights. If they'd have talked trash to each other, like look at Conor McGregor, talks better trash than anybody in history, or as good a trash as anybody in history. At the end of the fight, he'll go over and hug the guy. That I don't mind, because he talked the trash before, and then if he does happen to win, that's good sportsmanship, and that's a cool way to do it. These girls don't talk trash before, they don't talk trash after, they ain't mad at each other when it's happening. I don't know, it's hard to get into it.
Yeah, if we don't get any excitement in the sport, a little trash talking, a little jabbering back and forth, a little "I'm gonna beat you,"
Yeah.
I just soon see Kelly and Jesse for Saved by the Bell go after. We're gonna be that boring.
This is like the 80s and 90s references of the
well, that's where I'm stuck at. That's where I'm stuck at pretty much.
And then what about?
Lucky I don't wear fringe jackets with a lightning bolt cut out my hair.
There you go. Did you get to see the bright yellow mat, the ring mat?
Yeah.
It was awful.
I'll tell you my bad experience. I didn't know this was a thing. We went out that night to watch it. My sister and brother-in-law just got into town. We loaded up, and I said, "Hey, if you don't mind," I said, it was like 9 o'clock. It was right when she had started the thing, So I said, "Let's go over here to this Hooters. There's a Hooters right down the street. We'll go down there. I'm going to check out this UFC." And I said, "If y'all don't want to stay, me and Sam, my brother-in-law, we'll stay the duration of it. We'll just drive back separate to get there." And they're showing the preliminaries. But after a while, I was like, "Hey, dude, are y'all not showing the pay-per-view?" "No, UFC, we quit doing that down here in Florida, man. We can't justify paying that much."
Really?
So, so I didn't get to see it. I see the matches you're talking about, but of course, a little knockoff of Hooters, about 2 miles down the road, the Wing House. They were
had it.
Gladly showing it.
Yeah,
and they had it like a couple bars where you can't take kids. They were showing it, so I missed everything. I caught it on YouTube the next morning, most of the highlights. So
the other big news for the UFC was that they sold it right after UFC 200. You know, there's been rumors for months now that they were getting ready to sell. That there was something put together, and lo and behold, man, after UFC 200, WME IMG Group come in and bought that thing for $4 billion.
You think those brothers didn't do well on that turnover?
81% stake. Fertitta Brothers had an 81% stake in it. They bought this thing.
Well, they bought it in 2002 for $2 million, right?
Yep, $2 million.
Sold it 14 years later for $4 billion.
Isn't that something? But they're going to keep.
Kudos to them.
Yeah, ain't that the truth? You can hate all you want to, but out there, but these guys just won that. You know, and there's some talk that one of the reasons why they were ready to sell, you know, why would you sell something that's at its height like this? There's some talk that the Fertitta Brothers are wanting to bring in a NFL team or an NBA team into Las Vegas. Man, wouldn't that be huge?
Well, and they just got awarded an NHL franchise, and it's like hell freezing over getting a boring white man sport. I mean, not saying anything about white man sport, but I prefer my sports with more African Americans in them. If you don't mind,
right? And, a little bit more color, a little bit more exciting whenever there's one.
Yeah, names I could pronounce that aren't Canadians missing teeth. You know,
that's right.
But no, in all seriousness, I'm shocked that nobody's put. It's been a rumor NBA was going to branch out there, and NBA is the last sport that needs expansion because. Look, it's stale and dull enough with 30 teams. You know, the talent pool is kind of drained for 30 teams. You know what I'm saying? It's hard enough, like we've talked about several times, there's 4 contenders and there's 26, you know, wannabes. But now, moving a franchise, I don't care if you want to pick up the Milwaukee Bucks or some bum moving to Vegas.
Uh-huh.
And NFL would thrive there. So if that's their plan, like I said, I cannot believe an NHL team beat. I mean, I bet they'll bet on some NHL teams. Now they may not go to the games, but they'll bet on them.
Oh yeah, that would be such a monster. I'm not going to speculate on what those new kids out there could get into in Las Vegas. I mean, you talk about people that's got a lot of money that don't know what to do with it all over at once. I mean, some of these rookies coming in and gets these $1 million contracts being in the Sin City all at once. Man, I could wreck some careers on her.
Yeah, and I just wonder if that's the reason that pro franchises have. Well, let me take it back. Not the franchises, but the leagues themselves have avoided that and that's nothing but trouble awaiting if you get out there to Vegas. You know, that's just going to be a whole another can of worms. I don't know if the leagues want to get into. You know,
right? So
maybe because Maybe the hockey players don't raise as much hell as NHL and NBA players.
That's just because I don't think they're around it. None of the places they go have got that type of stuff going on.
Maybe not, but hey, I'd love to see it. That's what they're going to get into. But I mean, anytime you can turn $2 million into $4 billion, I mean,
you just won.
Get out
you won that game.
Good, you know.
Yeah, you just won that game. That's for sure. Well, we was talking about Dwayne Wade a while ago too. On a different note, we was talking about. Go ahead.
What were you going to say about McGregor, though? You said you brought up McGregor a while ago.
Well, McGregor, he's finally going to fight UFC 202. He's going to have his rematch with Nate Diaz.
Huge. Well, that's huge. I mean, that's why I can't believe you didn't bring it up.
Well, you know, it's out there a little bit. I hate to get excited this far out. You know, I'm super excited about this fight. I hate to get excited this far out because, as we've seen, everything's until the night of the fight, nothing's for sure. But, I mean, that's a huge rematch. You could see Conor McGregor in the background of that Jose Aldo fight, just staring him down whenever Jose won. You know, so that would seem to say that Conor, you know, as intent as he was watching that fight, that would seem to say that he's interested in making that fight back. Now, he's 170 pounds now. He's a big boy. He looks real good at 170. If you look back at pictures of him at 145, man, he is a long way from getting back down there. I don't know that he can make it. He might be able to, but, you know, if he cuts that much weight now, I don't know what kind of shape he's going to come into to the fight, you know. If he gets back down there and comes in and, you know, just murks Aldo again, then, you know, he proves his worth. But you cut all that weight, spend all that time chasing Nate Diaz down, and then even if he does beat him, then he doesn't really have anything to prove. He just got his redemption. But if he loses again, tries to cut down to 145, and loses all of his strength and everything, gets down there, and then loses again. What was all of this for? What was all of it worth? I just don't know. I don't know. He has got to win this Nate Diaz fight for any of this to be worth anything to him. I mean, if he doesn't, all of his paydays are gone. After this Nate Diaz fight, if he can't win it, he's done.
Yeah, and that's going to be the UFC, man. They're just pumping them out one after another. When you got what the main event was supposed to be on the past weekend, everybody was so fired up about. Then you got Brock, everybody was fired up about. Then you're talking about this one coming up at 02. Then you got CM Punk coming up at 203, right? Or is it 202 also?
No, it's 203. Yeah.
Yeah. So, man, they're just turning them out left and right. This is a great time to be a UFC fan, and like I said. I got you watching a little basketball, just to, in basketball, and you were watching. Hell, I got you watching the TMT Awards just to study up on this podcast. Now you got me watching this stuff.
You know what's unfortunate? The other thing that's unfortunate about Jon Jones being pulled from that card, he's now got a 2-year suspension, mandatory 2-year suspension. Yeah. He's not going to be back anytime soon. Luckily, he's still young. Luckily that division, the heavyweight division, they last a lot longer just because of just the size. Those big guys, they don't take as much punishment. They don't take as many headshots. You get in a bind in a hurry with a big guy, but you don't take all the shots like the little guys do. I mean, if you get down in that 145, 155 pound range, even the 185 guys, I mean, they're just taking headshots right and left that those big guys don't have the speed for unless you're Cain Velasquez. Nobody moves quite like him, but I mean they don't take all the beat up. So John's still got plenty of time in him, so we'll get him back, and get some good
you
fights
can't screw up, man.
He keeps.
You can't screw up when there's that much money on the line, and you're that big of a name, and you already got one strike against you.
Well, he's got multiple strikes against him. He can't quit screwing up. I don't know. I mean, he's like a young kid. The
great philosopher reminds me of a song lyric by the great philosopher Christopher Wallace, aka Notorious B.I.G. I grew up, but effing screw up.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like with this idiot. I mean, you had all the money in the world. I hate it for his opponent because he almost got screwed out of money. Thank God Silva stepped in.
Well, I mean, he still lost.
There could be a fight.
He still lost a lot of money on that. Cormier lost a potload of money on that just because he didn't get to fight Jon. Just is what it is. Jon's the champ, and he's going to be the champ until somebody beats him. And unfortunately, Cormier's not going to get his shot at him this time. It's maybe safe to say that he won't get a shot at him because Cormier's going to continue to fight. Who's to say that he's still relevant at that point in time whenever he gets back?
It's hard to stay relevant over a couple of years span.
It really is. I mean, especially whenever there's new guys coming up in there, and just talent like crazy coming through there right now.
Absolutely. So I look forward to the next couple months becoming a fan all over again for this sport. I watched it years ago, and you've got me fired up, and if I don't want to sound like I'm completely incompetent when we're talking about this week to week, so you got me fired up, and I'm studying up on this stuff. So
there's some good fights coming up. I'm really excited about some of this stuff. And Uriah Faber's going to get to fight again. I love watching a California kid fight, and he's going to fight at Pill 3 also, I believe, and hopefully he'll get to fight TJ Dillashaw at some point in time. That'd be. Did you just fall off the back porch?
No, it's right here. You hear that?
Yeah, that's the only thing you can hear whenever you do that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, hold on a second. Then hold on. Hear that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Everybody heard that.
That's vacations. That's what vacation sounds like.
That's what vacation sounds like. People, for everybody that's going to go to work tomorrow, that was what vacation sounds like.
Yeah. So sorry. We always try to stay pretty well grounded at the OLR facility.
Try to keep the edges sanded off, but hey, if you're on vacation, you're on vacation.
Guess what, buddy? I'm 11 hours from you, and you can't.
I can't.
You can't.
I can't wave my hands at you and quiet you down right now, huh?
Not that you. No, and I don't want to give off the image that I'm sitting here just staggering hammer drunk. I am sitting here having dinner and having me a nice
cold brew.
Michelob Ultra is what my wife has my fat ass on.
I was
Michelob
say,
Ultras, because apparently
you may be on vacation, but you ain't enjoying yourself too much then, if that's what you're doing.
Well, I don't mind them. Well, I don't mind them every now and then. Hey, it took me 5 minutes to light that cigar, and 10 minutes to realize I didn't like it. So
I wondered. I thought I've never known of Dustin Kennedy to smoke a cigar. I don't know what this is. This is bound to be vacation rolling all over him right here.
No, well, just because of my mom. I mean, I was in Miami. If I went to like Myrtle Beach, I wouldn't have bought a cigar. You know? I'm not a smoker, man.
One of them knockoff Cubans in Miami, right there.
Yeah, it was definitely $8. It wasn't like 40 or nothing. You know, I'm just not a smoker. It's not my thing. Like even with cigarettes, I've had a lot of friends who smoked over the years, and I'm just not a smoker. It's just not my thing.
Yeah.
Back when you're young and you try to hang with everybody, you know.
Yeah,
like
that's the thing to do. Right, that's the thing to do whenever you're young. It's because what everybody else is doing.
Yeah, I might have bought like 5 packs of cigarettes in my life, you know, and like probably finished 2 of them somehow. Probably give them to Brad Ray or Elliot or somebody to hand them off to.
Right.
You know, if you're hanging out partying when you're young, you're like, oh yeah, give me a cigarette. No, I remember probably 2 or 3 years ago. I think I was out to celebrate somebody's birthday, and they were smoking. I was like, yeah, give me one. I took like 2 puffs off. I was like, all right, man, I'm over that.
That's enough of that. Yeah.
Not much of a cigarette smoker, but anyway.
So kids, if you're listening, that stuff's bad. Don't do it.
It's bad, man, and you know, so is drinking. Luckily, I don't have a problem with a lot of people. You know, I feel lucky to be.
Kids, you've got to be able to calm down every now and again, though.
Yeah, and I don't know how many kids are listening to our podcast, but if anybody that is listening, if there are kids, don't drink and drive. Their program is the way to go.
Don't smoke cigarettes.
Yeah. Girls have cooties until you'll realize they don't have cooties, but they are bad news regardless. Cooties are a fictional thing. They are bad news. Girls are. Yeah. But they're better than boys.
Well, tell us about Dwayne Wade.
Yeah, man. It was like 5 minutes, literally. Like 5 minutes after
I should have just
posted the podcast.
I should have just posted the podcast last Wednesday night instead of trying to hold it for Saturday, because all of our predictions just went south on us. Well, this one didn't go south; it just happened.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm really, really surprised, and that's just I thought D. Wade was going to be a heat lifer, meaning that I never thought he would change franchises, and I guess, man, it's just enough is enough when you give and give and give to a franchise, and you've put your heart and soul into one city, and it's almost like a smack in the face and out of disrespect that Pat Riley and Mickey Harrison's the owner in Miami. I mean, never being a high state player, never griping about it. He never griped about it 13 years. All he done was, like I said, charity work and give us all on the court. 3 championships for that franchise, and you're trying to pay Hassan Whiteside and Tyler Johnson before you give D. Wade the money? That's
crazy. So I'm glad he left. I was saying this about Kevin Durant the other night. I don't blame him a bit for leaving. And even down there, look at it that way. Dwayne Wade's already got his championship. He's already solidified his legacy. What has he got left to play for but the money? I mean, he's not got to prove anything to anybody. Pay me, give me my money. I've done proved that I'm going to win you championships. So what are you doing? These guys haven't proved anything to you.
What sucks is he's only getting like $7.5 million more from Chicago than he did what Miami offers. It was obviously just a thing where he felt disrespected.
That was the principle of the thing, right? I mean, he could have made the exact. He could have made the exact same money, and he would have left. I'd put money on it.
Yeah, I think so. If Chicago would have offered $40 million and 10 cents, I think he'd have left. Just because he felt the shade a little bit there from Miami. And I'm glad he didn't go to Denver. That was another reported team. Because Denver is not going to win, and they're nothing. At least he's going to his hometown.
Yeah.
I saw a funny meme, and like we've talked about on the internet or on previous shows. The internet never ceases to let me down. And like it says, one tweet said, LeBron's went home, D Wade's went home. Now it's time for Chris Bosh to go home. And there was a graphic of Jurassic Park. It's so great, man. Because I mean, he looks so stupid.
Oh, that's good.
I used to say he was the love child of T-Rex and Predator all the time. So I'm glad somebody else saw that.
Oh, that's good stuff, man. That's funny.
Snoop Dogg's retarded cousin or something. I don't know what. He's awful, man. But but yeah. So he's going to Chicago, and they're not going to be. Yeah, I don't know what they're going to be. They got him and Jimmy Butler, who's coming on his own. Jimmy Butler wants to be a star. And Jimmy Butler's a heck of a player, but I'm not sold on him yet. And then they got Rajon Rondo they brought in. So, and the Eastern Conference is terrible, so they'll probably be a solid top 4 team in the East, I would think.
Huh?
Maybe.
Well, I mean, realistically, what's going to be his role on that team? I mean, is he going to be the
He'll
guy?
Be the second option.
Second option.
Jimmy Butler's a pretty solid 25-point-a-game scorer. So Wade will come in probably average 17, 18, 20 points, I would think, and give Chicago a little false hope, that they're going to be more relevant than they should be. But I'll tell you what, spending the last couple. Go ahead.
Not only that, I mean, he's probably going to be able to mentor some of them younger guys, So he's going to bring some good leadership in there. Should anyway.
Yeah, and he will. That's one thing you can't question about him. I love Dwayne Wade. I mean, you can't underestimate how much his leadership has meant to any of those teams. Yeah, and that draft class, which is going to go down as that draft class right now, is in the top 3 draft classes. If you ask me, the top 3 NBA draft classes of all time is the '84 draft class with Jordan, Barkley, Olajuwon, John Stockton. Then you got the '96 class that had Kobe, Allen Iverson, Steve Nash, Ray Allen, loaded. Then you got the '03 class with LeBron, D Wade, Bosh, Carmelo. Just a great class, and he's always been my favorite. I mean, I rooted for him. It didn't help that his second year, Shaq got traded there, because automatically made me a fan.
Right.
Because he single-handedly just carried them to that championship that year, and I was always liked him after that. And I don't know, man, just the selflessness he showed, taking the back seat to Shaq even when he was the better player. And then he took over and just made that city his, and everybody loved him. And when LeBron came, he took the back seat to LeBron, so he could get all the love and attention. I just love him. I love him, and I just hate that he had to leave. And I know, talking to several people down here, I talked to at least 4 or 5 people in Miami, just people that look like sports people, you know.
What was our take?
And man, the guy that was running, they hate it. Everybody I've talked to hates it.
Oh,
and you know what's real BS, man, is that when you see people on SportsCenter burning his jersey, man, get the hell out of here with that stuff,
That's so different. I mean, that's just not the same as LeBron. That's just not the same.
And people were burning KD jerseys. Okay, I get it. He goes, man, that guy gave his heart and soul to that franchise in your city for that year's kiss, mom. Shut up.
Yeah.
You guys need to enjoy your Hassan Whiteside, your Tyler Johnsons, and your Gordon Dragic.
If they're going to
mediocrity,
if they were going to be so outraged about it, they should have been outraged about what they were offering him to play. That's the long and the short of it. Don't be mad now. You had your opportunity to tell him what it was worth, and then you didn't do it. So now you lost him.
Yeah, I got more pissed off than I should have when I seen those fans burning his jersey. But
that's ridiculous.
Yeah, we're living in that. That's the world we're living in now.
Yeah, this fake outrage.
What have you done for me lately?
Yeah, this fake outrage that comes off nowadays. This is ridiculous. I'm over that.
Well, we're all entitled little shits now.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean? And
that's right. That's right.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, the guy I talked to, I thought the guy at the team shop today when we run in there, I thought he was going to cry on me. I did, man. I tell you, that's how bad as it is down here right now. So anyway, yeah, I just that's the only real big NBA news this week. I think that you know.
The other thing I've got wrote down here was about the Guns N' Roses concert.
Oh man!
Everybody I've talked to said it was awesome.
Yeah, I told you it was going to be Mr.
I was just real negative about Axl Rose coming out there, and they said he come out like 30 minutes late, and everybody was sitting there. He's supposed to come out. He wasn't coming out, and everybody like 30 minutes later, everybody's like, "Well, this is Axl. He's got us again." Pops out at 9:30 and plays till midnight. They said he didn't take a break, didn't stop anything, just killed it the whole time.
Dude, they played 29 songs.
That's crazy. He went out there. They said they never missed a beat. They said he didn't try to hit the high notes. Obviously he's a few years away from being that skinny, high-pitched kid out there that was running around. But they said he run wild on the stage and didn't miss a note that he tried.
If Garth Brooks can still sit out there at 50 years old in his Wranglers and his pot belly running around the stage flying from the damn rafters like Darth Vader,
Yeah.
Surely God Axl can still, crank out enough that, man, I tell you what pissed me off. I've talked about this leading up to it, that I was going to miss the show, right?
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Clint Fraley texted me that day. Yeah. Got two, because obviously that's what his text sounded like. Yeah. I got 2 tickets, lower level, $50 a piece,
Man.
rubbing it in. Yeah. I mean, then Mackie sending me pictures the whole time. Brad and Becky, whose tickets I bought for them, or I didn't pay for them, but I bought it for them. I picked them. They're sending me Snapchats. They're just continuously over and over sending me Snapchats of like Chris Stapleton's performance. It was just
amazing. They said everybody said his was amazing too.
Amazing, and then they send me pictures of Brad playing their guitar when Axl was up there, and
they said Slash. They said Slash was. I've seen people that seen him before and seen him now. They said Slash was possibly better now than what he's ever been. That was one of the craziest things I heard.
Well, maybe they weren't just living in the moment like we all tend to do, but I don't doubt it. Yeah, Slash is bad
He's a
dude.
bad dude, yeah.
And even I even had a number pop up. I didn't have my phone, and they sent me a Staples video, and I was like, really? I said, awesome. Who is this? And it was Tanner Harvey from Slane's. Like, this is Tanner Harvey for the 30th time. Will you save my number, please? I don't know why. I don't know how. I've got your number saved now, Tanner. I don't know how the hell I've never saved it before. I've lost it. I went through like 3 phones, though, so that's why. But, yeah, so I was seeing all these videos. And then, like, at the end, Brent was there, and Brent, Mackie, and Brad all took a picture at the George Jones Museum, which is my favorite bar right now in Nashville. I can tell you about. They're all 3 sitting on the rooftop afterwards, all hugged up, got their beers, hung up at me. And Fraley was there with them. And they're like, well, Fraley had already left or wasn't there when we took a picture. So it's just nice to know you got friends thinking about you while you're missing the greatest concert that you'll never get to go to. Yeah. And, that's awesome.
They said Stapleton come out there and might have played for 30 minutes. As big as Stapleton is in Nashville, they gave him about 30 minutes worth of time to play.
Yeah. Well, and I guess looking back, the reason they did was because GNR played 29 songs.
I would say because they was about to come out and play for 2.5 hours, but that nobody expected.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, man. That's
awesome.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm hoping some...
Stapleton, as big of a name as he is right now, and that guy's blown up big, and then here you tell me after this thing, he's starting to headline his own concert now.
Yeah, and he's on tour like everybody, because if you look him up right now on like StubHub or something, you type in Chris Stapleton, he's on tours with Luke Bryan somewhere, and then he's on tour with Hank Jr. He's on Hank Jr. I'm damn near thinking about going to Cincinnati just because Hank Jr. is my favorite performer.
Seeing him and Stapleton?
I have a 1A, 1B, and 1C, and that's George Jones, Waylon Jennings, and Hank Jr.,
Uh-huh.
And and Stapleton's in my top 10. You get to like the newer guys. You got like Shooter, Cody Canada, Chris Knight. For me, that's my three current. That's my three new guys, so to speak. It's 1A, 1B, 1C. And Stapleton's finally getting his headlining act. And I think I got the email a couple of days ago from Ticketmaster and said, tickets will go on sale Wednesday at 10 a.m. I've played this game before with Ticketmaster and all them SOB scalpers. I've played this. Luckily I get a break at 10 o'clock at work.
Mm-hmm.
So the day of the Knoxville and Chattanooga show was months and months ago. I was playing Knoxville and Chattanooga. I had one window open for the Knoxville show, one for the Chattanooga show. Sold out at 10:01.
Man,
right? Yeah, sold out. And Colin and I Joe kept messing with me at Knoxville because it was act like they was going to give me tickets. It didn't. Okay, and the next a few weeks later, he was playing the Ryman. Had the Ryman tickets on sale for Thursday and Friday night. I had two windows open at work for Thursday, Friday. I had Lindsay at her work have a Thursday and Friday both sold out within 1 minute. Then they added a Saturday show. About 30 minutes later, my banker texted me, Jeremy Tollison. He's like, "Hey, they just opened a Saturday show." Run back to my desk, and it's sold out by the time I get from the back of the building to my desk. I'm not a rocket scientist, and I'm not saying anything fishy is going on, but if you can sell out of 20,000 seats, those places were a couple thousand seats.
Yeah.
The Ryman doesn't hold a lot of people. If you can sell that many seats in 1 minute, I'll kiss your ass.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
There's some robot or some of those internet bots buying some tickets there.
Yeah, some jerk in California buying 20 seats at a time.
Yeah, or 50
for
of those
$50
guys.
and selling them on StubHub for 200. 10 minutes later, the system is so screwed up with that, man. It drives me nuts. And I could talk about this stress and not just how Eric Church tried to put a stop to this 4 or 5 years ago. It's just I don't know how you beat it. I don't know how you beat this, but they've got to figure out something. That's how the Sturgill's concert that me and you went to. I didn't get those tickets originally, and then somehow the Tennessee Theater realized that it was scalpers that got the tickets. So they canceled that order, and they reopened those to us. And that's how I got them that second time.
Oh, that's cool.
So, yeah, Tennessee Theater did something.
Hey, we got him back there. I don't know what happened there, Dustin. Something happened, a call failure happened there. So, anyway, the Tennessee Theater did something.
We've said 100 times. We've said 100 times, I'm the creative guy and you're the technical side. You let that happen one more time while I'm on vacation, I'm going to fire you so fast.
I'll be gone. Be gone.
It's not true. It's only anybody's technical.
Yeah.
Good looking at you. So.
Yeah. Well, that's it. At least that's why Yeah, you actually can because nobody sees her face, so you can do whatever you need to with this thing. But anyway, we're getting pretty long in the tooth on this one. We're over an hour here. We're getting closing in on hour 10. You got anything you want to say before we get out of here?
Yeah, I do.
Go for
it. That's asking me if I got something to say.
Right?
Come on, man.
Yeah.
No, hey, let's see. First off, I want you to look at dirty kids jokes on Twitter.
Yeah. I'm writing that down.
Yeah. I don't know who signs off to let their kids do. This is so ridiculous. But they have some of the dirtiest jokes, and they're like 9-year-olds telling them. I would never let Waylon tell these jokes. That's just me and you off. I don't care if you hear that or not. That's just me and you talking.
Oh, we're on now. This is airing now.
Yeah, well, it's funny stuff, man. It's like these little kids telling these dirty jokes that I can't believe parents sign off on that stuff. But my vacation's not even over, and my wife is already wanting to plan our next. We're coming back from Miami to Tampa, and she's like, I can't wait. I think we should do our cruise. I'm like, Jesus Christ, can we enjoy the next 3 days before you start making us spend more money?
Yeah.
That we don't have?
That's how it happens.
She said, we don't understand. She said, you don't understand. We didn't get to do this stuff. And I was like, only place we went to Gallenberg. I was like, you want to talk to me about that?
I say, what does that mean?
Kennedy's my daddy.
Yeah, well, you got to do it all now, right now. You get excited if you want to, but you don't have to do it all today.
Man, Well, I said Ricky Kennedy thought Jackson County was shut down until he left North Springs for 3 to 5 days. We went on one vacation growing up, and that's because his partner at the ambulance service begged him to go. He wouldn't just try and take me, Miranda, and Vivian. I guarantee you that. So anybody speaks out about that vacation, it's me. But let's enjoy this. And one time, that's random and that had nothing to do with it. That's now I thought about just looking out the window again.
Yeah.
One thing we got to talk about, absolutely talk about. Now let's get a little closer to it, and all the details have finally been finalized. July 30th at the park.
We got a good lineup right there.
I can't. Are you excited?
I am. I'm as excited as I get, and so for what that's worth, I'm that excited. I'm as excited as I get about anything.
Yeah, and I don't get excited about a lot of things, but man, I just think this lineup is so killer we got coming on.
Oh yeah, and we had a big addition right here late too, didn't we?
Man, we had 3 big additions in my opinion. The first one addition was I'll talk about Lindsay Birdwell, who's now married named Lindsay Kenyon, who's Barry Birdwell's daughter.
An amazing singer. It's been an amazing singer since we were young. Heard down there singing in school. Great singer. Yeah,
and I remember her. We went on Junior Beta Club. For those people that only know me in my later life, known for the cut up and Hellraisers I tend to be. Yes, I was smart. I don't care. You better check a report card or something because I was in Beta Club.
You better go back to 5th grade and check that report card.
Yeah, I found some the other day. We were going through pictures, and that's irrelevant. I was smart. If you don't believe it, I don't care. We're on Junior Beta Convention. I'm in Myrtle Beach, and she's out there singing her butt off, and she's just such a great singer.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's done it much in the last few years, but I thought that would be a good one since we're all about local people, giving her another platform to come out and honor us, to hear us sing, and she's going to do a little something with her dad, and I've always loved it. I'm just the biggest Barry Birdwell fan ever. I just love Barry to death, personally, and hearing him sing and everything else. So seeing them together is going to be pretty neat, I think.
Yeah.
And then Matt Mayberry is a listener of our show. I tweeted it out. I said I thought we need a little Jackson County flavor, so Dustin branch on Matt Mayberry. He's one of the bunch out in the Sourwood area, I guess, that listens to us every week, that listens to us. And
man, I tell you what, he's got quite a big following too. There's a lot of people excited about him. I mean, that one got spread like wildfire there.
Yeah, apparently we got like 4 or 5 new likes on the page right after he was announced, and that reached several people on our One Lane Road.
Yeah, it reached like 500 people. I don't know.
Yeah, I really don't understand the analytics of our page necessarily because it's a page. It's like a business page. I don't understand the graphics sometimes on that. But man, Matt, we're really looking forward to you. I've watched your Instagram videos, and I know you were playing. I was trying to get some guys from Dawson's Branch to come play. We're trying to get all around the area that listens, we've pretty well done that. And James Mayberry is also going to be playing lead guitar for him that day. James said we have to advertise him, but I'd like to mention him now. We'll definitely mention him the day of the show. And last but definitely not least, one that I've really been excited about, and that is Chris and Brad Raines.
Those are guys from back in Cookville, back from our college days. Those were 2 of the real local guys there that everybody loved to go see. I mean, everybody would cut out and go to Spanky's and go to I went blank on the other one there.
Well, I watched him at Vinny T's the first time I ever saw him. That's what I was trying to think.
Yeah.
But since then, I've seen him at Hard Rocks, and I've seen him at Woolies, and I've seen him wherever Chris has played. I've seen him at last 10 years, and I just love Chris Raines' death, man. And we've talked about him before. We talked about him on one of the earlier shows. And Brad is a funny son of a gun. His brother he don't talk a whole lot, but when he talks, it's funny. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And I just always loved to watch Brad play that. Chris play that Ovation guitar up there and singing. Man, I just used to love that. Chris,
not to sound too feminine, man. Chris just a sweetheart, and he done our banner for us and didn't have to do our banner, and we're me and Chris is working on some stuff, and I get back from vacation, we're gonna work on some stuff to have for the show. And I just knowing this, man, knowing that them boys go play everywhere, all around. I'm talking everywhere, and he could be out making some big money that night, no doubt about it. And then he's giving that up to come play for us at a charity event. Speaks volumes of those two guys and what they're all about. And he sent me a text today, so I want to be a part of this. I believe in you guys. And that meant the world to me. And it's just going to be a good deal to see these guys. And so that sets our lineup. I think that's probably, along with Wesley and Mike and Ryan and Danny Joe and Travis. I just couldn't be more tickled because they're such an eclectic group of musicians, and I really think people are going to enjoy this. And you better be ready for me to blast it on social media for the next 2 weeks.
Well, I'm excited. I'm glad this is finally coming together. We've been teasing it since week 2 at least, maybe even week 1. I don't remember if we did it on week 1 or not, but I know by week 2 we were talking about this. So, now that it's finally coming to fruition. It's just such a good thing.
Do you have trouble? I keep cutting you off. I don't mean to.
That's all right. Go ahead.
Do you have trouble going back listening to some of our shows?
I can't do it. I try it. I try to get started. I just can't do it.
I never can do it.
I just don't like hearing my voice.
I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Yeah, I can do it.
I don't know what it is.
I'll listen to them once and then I can't do it again. I can't re-listen to it.
Yeah, that's it, man. I can listen to the one as soon as we get through and you post it.
Yeah, like the week of, but that's it.
Yeah, I can't. I try to get, like we were driving down here, and I tried to listen to like 20 minutes of James's, but that was it, man. That's all I listened to. So,
well, hey,
hold on a second.
There you go. Hey, everybody. Hey, we'll go ahead and just cut this one right here, man. We appreciate everybody's listening. Hope y'all come out July 30th and support the cause. I know,
yes, sir.
I know. I'm excited. I'm sure y'all love it. Anything else that you can think of, Dustin?
No, I've got about 3 more days of sitting back here and getting my toes tanned and living the Jimmy Buffett life, doing tourist stuff. I'm looking like little Asian people running around Nashville with big cameras taking pictures of irrelevant stuff nobody else cares about.
You'll be jumping up and down on the side of the road trying to get somebody to pick you up here in just no time.
I'm going to bring you a cigar home so you can enjoy the
bring me a cigar. I'm a little bit more of an aficionado than you are, so bring me one. I'll actually enjoy it.
Are you?
Yeah.
I never knew.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you. But no, hey, all seriousness, this has been good. My supper's been ready for an hour. The ESPYs are on. I'm missing the ESPYs for this.
We'll go in there and eat that cold supper, man.
My nieces just got here. I know they got some more slang terms to throw around. Teach me my out of touch bucks and stuff. Yep. So, hey, I'm glad I got to talk to you. We'll talk to you in a few days.
I'll see you in a few days, man. Thanks, everybody, for listening. We'll see y'all next week.